Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Rainbow Tarot UK. It's lovely to have you here joining me for another pick a card reading. So today we're doing what is their perception of you, how are they seeing you, how are they perceiving you, and we've got our three piles here. We've got pile number 1, which is this card number 12, and it is entitled Privileged Lady. So that's pile number 1 with the little amethyst cube here. Amethyst cubes, that's pile number 1. And we've got pile number 2, which is card number 6, and it is entitled, if I can actually pick it up, A Mature Woman, card number 6, with the little sodalite cube. There we go. And then we have pile number 3, which is entitled Main Female, card number 2, Main Female, with the little carnelian cube. So those are your three piles. Go for the one that feels right. There might be more than one pile with different messages in the different piles, and that's absolutely fine. And I will see you in your reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 1, and welcome to today's reading. I hope you're doing well. Everything's okay. And today we're doing the reading, aren't we? How does this person on your mind, your person of interest, how are they perceiving you? How do they see you? And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which says Privileged Lady, card number 12, and the beautiful little amethyst cube here. So I'm going to put that there. There we go, so you can see it. Now this card is, obviously from this card, what I would say is straight away is that they see you as somebody who's very attractive, because this card is clearly a woman who is very, very, very attractive, puts a lot of attention into how they present themselves. So I think they're seeing you as somebody who likes to look good, who does look good, who where the way they present themselves or their appearance is important to them. You are, because you've got all these snowdrops around this. Snowdrops come out in spring, don't they? And it just makes me feel, now you could be any age, I don't know what age you are really, but to this person, they perceive you as being young in the way that you look, young maybe in your mannerisms, young in the way that you sort of in your prime. So you might be, you might not be in your 20s or whatever, but this person is perceiving you as somebody who has a young look to them, or a young, sort of fresh, maybe approach to life as well with the snowdrops here. But somebody who looks good, who is full of vitality and energy, and maybe somebody as well with the hat here and the umbrella, somebody who is quite protected in life, because we've got the privileged lady, so somebody who's maybe done well for themselves, or is in a good position in life, or certainly has the potential for that. Somebody who maybe is sort of, I don't know, somebody who feels that they have got advantages in life, who has advantages in life. Yeah, and somebody who's got that kind of protection. Somebody who's maybe either somebody who's very kind of materially very comfortable, or is those material comforts are important to you. So that's what they perceive, that you being materially comfortable, you being well off, you having the finer things in life are important for you. Or this is their perception. Whether they are or not, I don't know, but this is the perception that they have of you. Now you've got it's all white, isn't it? I've just noticed that she's got a white dress on, you've got the white snowdrops. There might be a kind of an innocence to you, a youthfulness to you, a purity to you as well. They're seeing you in that way. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm picking up off that cover. Certainly somebody who's very attractive, very enticing, and somebody who really, takes a lot of time over the way they look, has a youthful, fresh, young approach to life, really, and likes to be comfortable. Somebody who likes to be comfortable. But let's put that there. Let's see what else we've got. So, how does, I just want to say a big thank you if you have liked, subscribed, if you've commented. I really appreciate that. And to remind you that this is a general reading, so just take the messages that feel right. You know, if it doesn't sound right, then it's probably not the reading for you. It might be another pile or another reading. But let's get straight to it. So how, you know, what is pile number, one's person, perception? What's their perception of pile number one? I've got two coming out here, so let's see what they are. So we have Poet and Midas or Miser. So with the Poet, that's express soul insights in symbolic language. That's somebody that's very creative. The light attributes of Midas or Miser is entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. It might just be that they feel that you are very, I feel like in this particular picture as well, you probably are also maybe very creative in how you dress, about how you put things together, and have a very have a flair. I feel like maybe they perceive that you, their sense of you is that you have a flair. You might be really interested in fashion, or they might perceive that you're very interested in fashion and maybe hair and makeup. I mean, this is their perception. Don't forget, this is their perception of you. They might think that you are very interested in material things. It goes with a privileged lady, that you like to feel comfortable, that you like to have, you know, and we all like to be comfortable, don't we? There's nothing wrong in that. That you like to be comfortable, that you like to be, you know, that you like to have enough for yourself, something like that with this card here. Anyway, let's see what else we have. Let's add a colour for you. How are they perceiving you? How is pile number one's person perceiving pile number one? How are they perceiving pile number one? I feel like this one needs to come out. What's this one? Apricot, rejoice and laugh. Yeah, I wanted to say here, I feel like this, they would feel that you would be fun. This makes me, orange always makes me think of fun. It's kind of got a fizz to it, hasn't it? A kind of bubbliness to it as a shade, as a colour. And it says rejoice and laugh. So I feel like they think you're a lot of fun, that you're a lot of fun to be with, that you are a kind of maybe a bit of a happy-go-lucky kind of person, and that life is has been good to you, or that you've got, you know, you've got a good start in life, or you've had a good you have a good yeah, you have a good life, you have a comfortable life, you know, that's kind of their perception of you. Okay, so let's see if we've got any other, let's have one more of these and then we'll get some tarot out as well. So what is pile number one's person's perception? What is pile number one's person's perception of pile number one? To the moon and back. Now again, this person is wearing white, so they might feel there's an innocence to you, a purity to you, a youthfulness to you. Swan, this woman is wearing a swan, which makes me think, you know, swans mate for life. So I feel like there might be that this person is, I mean, this person could be seeing you as somebody that they want to, because the white, I mean, it did remind me here, but I didn't say it, it's kind of like a wedding gown, isn't it? I feel like this person might be seeing you as somebody that they would like to settle with, or to settle down with, or you have the promise of somebody that they could commit to, because you've got these two little birds here. And to the moon and back reminds me of that phrase, you know, I love you to the moon and back. So I feel like this person actually has is very interested in you romantically, very interested in you. Yeah, you are somebody that they admire. I think there's somebody that they admire, that they look at. You'd be a catch. I feel like this person thinks you'd be a bit of a catch. And you have a creativity to you with the poet. You might even be a bit of a writer. Some of you might be writers, or a creative in some way as well. But let's get our tarot out. So how is pile number one's person perceiving pile number one? So we have the Two of Cups. Okay. Strength card. How do I perceiving. We have the Six of Cups. Oh my goodness, what else do we have? We have the King of Wands. How are they perceiving? We have Death. How are they perceiving? Pile number. And the Eight of Pentacles. Now at the bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Cups. So you might be somebody that they are not with at the moment, with the Eight of Cups being here. So maybe this is somebody that you're thinking about, that somebody walked away from them, or maybe they think you walked away from them. You left them, you walked away from them, for some of you. Or it could be the strong feeling that I'm getting, that they perceive you as being somebody who would have no problem walking away from a situation if it doesn't give them what they want. Because with this card, this is a woman who kind of knows what she wants. There is an innocence to her as well. There is an innocence and a youthfulness to her, and a lot of fun to her, and a lot of gaiety to her. But she's got quite a determined look on her face there, really, hasn't she? So I feel like this person thinks you are determined, and you are, you know with these cards here, you know what you want, and you won't have any problems moving away or leaving a situation if it doesn't give you what you want. So therefore, there is a lot of strength to you that might not be obvious from initial impressions, but there's a lot of strength to you, a lot of gentle strength to you actually, because in the Strength card, the woman is always gently closing the lions now. So this lion has got the potential to do damage, to harm. It's the whole kind of taming the beast, but in a very gentle way. So I feel like they recognise that you have a lot of inner strength. That is their perception of you. You have a lot of inner strength, and you know your own worth. I think that's their perception of you, that they believe that you know your own worth, and that you would be willing, you're assertive, and you would be willing to stand up for yourself, put yourself first, your own comfort first as well. So you're not going to, you know your own value, and you're not going to jeopardise that or sabotage that in any way. I think this person knows that with you. Now with the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, they feel a very strong attachment towards you. So their perception is that you are somebody who is very loyal. I feel like they believe you're very loyal. Two of Cups is a card of companionship. It's a card of friendship. It's a card of a deep relationship. So I feel like they feel once you've made friends or you've connected with somebody, there's a loyalty to you. You've got a loyalty. Six of Cups is, again, a sort of soulmate connection. So I feel like this person is seeing you as a little bit of a soulmate connection for them. You might have a lot of history with them as well. So they're perceiving you as somebody that they've maybe known for a long time, or there's potential for them to know you for a long time. And it could be that with these two cards and the whole thing about, wedding dresses and all the rest of it, that this person sees you as somebody that they want to have a long connection with. This is like a soulmate card, somebody that they could have a very strong bond with. I feel like that's what this person is, the way that this person is perceiving you, and that this is a strong connection. There's a lot of strength between you and them. But for some of you, it could be a connection that's come into separation. And maybe with the Privileged Lady, they are feeling that you have come off better than they have if it's come into separation. That might be what they're thinking, that you've somehow done better for yourself, that you are doing really well, that you have got your life in order. It could be that as well. Now, King of Wands is again somebody who is just where their confidence, and this woman does look confident to me. So I feel like they believe with the King of Wands that you are very, very, very confident in yourself, very sure in yourself. You might be top of the tree in terms of your career, or be on a very lucrative career path as well, or someone that has the ability to be on a very lucrative career path. Somebody who could be somebody who works for themselves as well. Somebody who, again, isn't going to waste their time on anything that isn't going to give them back you know, in a material way, really. So somebody who knows their own worth internally, but also likes to have that confirmed externally in terms of what they're getting paid, you know, material comforts, really. All of that is really important as well to you. But certainly somebody who's very confident here with the King of Wands, somebody who's got a lot of passion. So I feel like they feel that you have a lot of passion and fire, and that also could be why you've got the apricot here, because I think the apricot is also reminding me of the second chakra, the sacral chakra. So I feel like they think that you are very physical as well. So I think they believe that you are very attractive and somebody who's just very into their kind of physical body, really. So somebody who enjoys their physical body, maybe somebody who works out, somebody who looks after themselves, somebody who trains, somebody who yeah, just somebody who's very sensual, just enjoys all the different senses, really. I think that's probably what they're thinking as well here with the second, because the sacral chakra governs sexual energy, and it also governs creativity. So I feel like this person is believing they're very creative, but also very you know, enjoys the senses, very sensual, really. Now with the Death card here, again, it makes me feel like the Eight of Cups here. You are able to renew. You are able to renew, to maybe pick yourself up from difficult situations. They can see that you're able to start again, that you have, and it comes right under the Strength card, that you have a lot of strength. But it could be as well that they're perceiving you as somebody that they want to have a new beginning with, that they want to start again with, really, here. Particularly if it's something where you've been in separation from them. So they're looking for renewal with you, for rebirth with you. They're hoping that you would want that too. Now the Eight of Pentacles is somebody who works hard. I believe they feel that you are a hard worker. So you are a privileged lady, but it could be that you're in that privileged position because you worked really hard for it. That you have put in the graft, if you like. That you have, or that you're not shy of working hard to get what you want, really. So I see a lot of determination in you. I feel like they're perceiving you as somebody who's got a lot of determination, a lot of strength. Again, somebody who could work for themselves. I feel like a lot of you might be working for yourselves. You might be business women, you might be successful, people who are successful in their careers. And this person can see that in you. You are somebody that doesn't give up either, somebody who really doesn't give up in their work. So you are somebody who has a strong work ethic, and I feel like this person has a lot of admiration for you. They have a lot of admiration for you, and they feel that they could have a deep, deep connection with you if they don't have that with you already. So it could be that you're actually in a relationship with this person as well, the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups, and you're just asking what their perception is of you. I think they feel that you yeah, are somebody who knows their own worth. That's what's coming across really strongly. Who knows their own worth, knows their own value in all ways, internally and externally, and they're not going to put up with anything that doesn't validate that. I wouldn't have any problem walking away from something and going on to something better if they're not getting what they feel that they are worthy of, really. Yeah, so we've got Leo here. We've got Cancer, we've got Scorpio, we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we've got Scorpio again, and we have got Virgo and Pisces. So those are some of the astrological signs. Is there anything else that I want to say? Anything more that I want to... Is there any message that this person would like to pass on to you? Anything messages that this person, that pile number one's person, would like to pass on to pile number one? Mirror. Mirror in each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. Okay. The Phoenix, that's interesting, isn't it? New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Well, that would go with the, you know, if this situation is in separation, I feel like this person wants to have it rise up, wants to renew it, wants to maybe have you back. But maybe this, because this is quite an independent card, maybe they're feeling that the perception of you is that you're pretty independent now. or that you're a very independent person, something like that. But they would love to be able to rekindle the situation. But anyway, part number 1, that's been a reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button if you feel like it, and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. I hope everyone is doing really, really well. And today we're doing, aren't we, you know, what's their perception of you, the person on your mind, your romantic interest, how are they perceiving you, how are they seeing you? So you chose to come into the reading under this card number 6, which is the Mature Woman card. It's quite an interesting card. And also the little soda-like cube here. So I'm just going to put that there. And then before I say anything, I'm just going to get out some other oracle cards. I just want to say a big thank you if you have, you know, liked, subscribed or commented on my channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that. And also to remind you that it is actually a general reading. So just, you know, take the messages that feel right. You never have to make a message that doesn't feel right, that makes you feel uncomfortable. It's probably for somebody else. Well, hopefully it's not making anybody feel uncomfortable, but you know, just don't take a message that is not, you know, it doesn't feel right for you. But anyway, let's ask, what is pile number 2's person's perception of pile number 2? I feel like that one wants to come out, so let's see what this is. Victim. Light attributes prevents you from letting yourself be victimised or victimising others. And the shadow attributes is playing the victim for positive feedback in the form of pity and inability to maintain personal boundaries. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. Let's get a colour card out. Okay, so how is pile number 2's person perceiving pile number 2? What's their perception of pile number 2 right now? So we have a lavender. It goes very well with that dress, doesn't it? Yeah. Connect to mind, body and soul. Lovely. Okay, so let's get one more. I think I've got a bit of a sense of this, but let's... How does pile number 2's person perceive pile number 2? How do they see them? House of Flowers. Okay. So I feel like with your person, they're seeing you as somebody who is very... caring, somebody who's this is a mature woman. Now you don't have to be mature, but I think what they feel is that you've got a maturity about you, and it means that people see you as somebody who they could talk to, who they could rely on, who they could trust, somebody who maybe balances them out with the lavender here, somebody who is calm, somebody who is caring, somebody who is nurturing, because often we put on lavender. Funnily enough, I've got lavender in my oil burner today, and it's such a soothing, calming kind of smell, isn't it? And it makes me feel this person sees you as somebody who people could trust, who people could confide in, who people could feel, like I say, balanced by. You might be a teacher, a counsellor, a social worker, a nurse, somebody maybe in the caring professions, or just has a very caring nature. You might be very spiritual with the connect to mind, body and soul. Somebody who's basically got a very mature outlook in life, because they are probably a bit of an old soul. I think this person sees you as somebody who's just very wise, maybe, as well. Now the 6 card, I don't know what it's making me think of the Lovers card in tarot, and the Lovers card is usually about choices in love. So there might be something about you, because this woman isn't married. You can clearly see there's an emphasis on her hands in her lap, and there's no rings on those hands. So I feel like maybe this person is seeing you as somebody who is possibly on their own, maybe available, maybe somebody that they would see is available to a relationship, or could be available in a relationship, something like that. And with the Victim card here, I actually feel that they think that you you are a big support, particularly because you've got the Lavender card here. You are a big support to other people that have maybe gone through difficult or challenging situations. You know, you can, you know, people that feel like they've been downtrodden, that you are there offering support all the time to somebody like that. So I think their perception of you is that you're very kind, that you're very caring, that you have that kind of that sort of. I'm not suggesting that you are. I mean, you might be mothers, but I'm not suggesting that you are. I'm just saying that you have that kind of like, you know, that sort of archetypal maternal feel to you, that kind of very nurturing, caring feel. And with a caring part of you, and with the House of Flowers, you know, I just feel again that there's a lot of, I think they just see a lot of warmth in you. You know, that because flowers, when you have flowers in the house, it makes it feel very homey, doesn't it? Very homey, very lovely. I mean, I love having flowers in the house. So I feel like this person just sees you as very kind, very loving, very caring, very calm, very wise. You know, this woman is dressed in blue and purple. It's making me feel the crown chakra of the third eye. Could be that they think that you are very insightful, very perceptive yourself, very psychic maybe, very spiritual. But it could be that they're seeing you as somebody on their own, somebody who is not attached, because, you know, maybe a choice or an option, something like that for them, possibly. But anyway, let's get the tarot out. So let's see, how does pile number 2's person perceive pile number 2? How do they see pile number 2? I think they think you're nobody's fool. You are somebody that is very, very, very wise. You've got a very big third eye there, and just the way this woman is looking, it just makes me think that, you know, they believe that, you know, you're not going to be fooled easily, really. You know, you've got too much maturity to you. You've been through life too much, really, to be taken in by anything. Let's see. We have, the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Right. Okay. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, I mean, that is the epitome of independent energy. So it goes perfectly with this card here. How are they perceiving pile number 2, please? How does pile number 2's person perceive pile number 2? The Five of Swords. Okay. And Judgment is the overarching energy. Now, this could be something whereby some of you have split up from this person and you're asking what is their perception of you. Because the Five of Swords is a card of a situation. It can often depict traditionally like a battlefield where there's been a battle, there's been a path, you know, a struggle, if you like, and somebody has come off better than somebody else. But it can be, and there's a lot of disappointment and loss and what have you in that card, really. I feel like for some of you, it might have been that you had a separation from this person, and maybe they're thinking that you've come off better. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, just want to put these two cards together, because they see you as somebody who is very, very, very independent. Perception of you is that you're very independent, and you might be keeping yourself independent from them. You're calm in that situation. You don't mind being on your own. So I think this person perceives that you are okay being on your own. That you are settled being on your own, that you can handle it. Because the Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy. Somebody who's very comfortable. This woman looks very comfortable. You know, she looks very comfortable. She looks very well off. She's in a nice environment, and that goes with the Nine of Pentacles. It's somebody who is enjoying the fruits of her labour. She's, you know, she's materially very comfortable. She's got all these pentacles, but they are on their own. They are a person that is on their own. And it makes me feel this person believes you to be very independent, but maybe somebody who is somebody who they could go for because you are on your own, because you are independent. They could maybe, you know, you're not attached, so they feel that you are somebody that they could maybe choose or go for. And then with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords, that tells me that they believe you're very learned, because this person is reading this book. The Knight of Swords has a very sharp mind. They're very clear in their thinking. So I think it goes with this as well when I said you're very clear and insightful. I think that this person believes you to be very clear and insightful and no fool. The Knight of Swords is just going to, very bold energy, they're just going to go for what they want and they're going to say what they want to the point where it's sometimes just really blunt. So I feel like this person feels like you are not going to mess around with your words. You're going to be very clear, you're a very clear thinker, and you're very direct in how you communicate. The Knight of Pentacles is again somebody who is, this person is counting their money here. So I feel like this person sees you as being somebody who's very wise as well, good at money management maybe, or good with money, good at managing with what you've got, making the most of what you've got. Maybe you are, you know, you've got some sort, I don't know if I feel like you might have some sort of sideline. Maybe you've got kind of some sort of sideline business, something like that, where you make a bit of extra money on the side or something like that. But this person sees you as being very prudent but very comfortable, very learned, very academic, somebody who is very, has got a good place in life. But it might be with the Five of Swords that they see you as somebody who's been hurt. They see you as somebody who's been hurt, somebody who has gone through difficulties in life, and because of that is maybe a little bit guarded emotionally. I feel like maybe they're seeing you as maybe a little bit guarded emotionally, because the Nine of Pentacles and this mature woman is somebody who's happy to be independent, happy to be on their own, very good at being on their own and managing on their own, but they might have a little bit of a closed off heart because they will have been through difficult times, something like that. And it might be as well that they see you as somebody who's very comfortable in the home environment, very comfortable at home, likes being at home, you know, maybe works from home, or you know, is comfortable being at home. You know, maybe that's where they feel the most calm or the most relaxed, really, something like that. Now, the overarching energy is Judgment. So it could be that if you are in separation from this person, they want the situation to rise up. Or it could be that they've seen you rise up out of something out of a situation of disappointment and upset and maybe a split. They've seen you rise up, level up, make your life better, become independent or become more independent, and be completely okay and settled within yourself out of a situation maybe where you split up with them. They've seen that rising up, that levelling up, if you like, with the Judgment card here. Or potentially they want that again with you. They're perceiving the situation as something that they want to rise up. And the Knights are about action really as well. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords is bold action, moving towards something really. Now, we've got the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy. Knight of Swords could be any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. So those are just some of the astrological signs. Let's see if we've got any other. Have I got another? Oh, no, I did those there. Let's do some more. Let's do these ones. How does pile number two's person perceive pile number two? How are they perceiving pile number two? Nine of Cups. How are they perceiving pile number two? How are they perceiving pile number two? The Queen of Swords. The Two of Wands. And the Three of Wands. Yeah, they definitely, okay, and the overarching energy determines, they're seeing you as a wish fulfillment, but they're definitely seeing you as somebody who is unobtainable, somebody who's closed off. I think their perception of you is that you are a wish fulfillment for them. With the Nine of Cups here, there's something that they would really love. Somebody who they would really love to be with, actually, with the Nine of Cups here. But the Queen of Swords is somebody who is very sharp, like I said, very learned, very intelligent, very wise, very clear communicator, a clear thinker, somebody who's in charge, somebody who's independent. but has their heart closed? And it could be that you've closed off, their perception of you is that you've closed off your heart to them. And you might have very good reason for that, pile number 2. I'm not in any way saying that you shouldn't have done that. I'm just saying this is their perception of you, because you've got 3, your main card, and these cards are about independent energy, savvy, wise, independent energy. It may be as well that they think that you are being, that you have a soft heart, that you are caring, but you're not where they're concerned, or not that you're not caring, but you are protecting your heart when it comes to them. And it could be, like I say, that you've got got a very good reason for that. And so there's a lot of stalling, a lot of waiting around. They feel like maybe you're putting them off, you're creating blocks, you don't want to, because these 2 and 3 of Wands are about sort of like, it's about trying to get something off the ground, but there's a few obstacles really. So like the Ace of Wands is you planting the seeds. So maybe this person feels like we could rise up, we could get back together, we could have a relationship here, but there seems to be a bit of stalling from pile number 2. There's a lot of waiting around, nothing, it's kind of, there's obstacles really to us kind of being together. It could be that there's a long distance thing here as well. And the overarching energy is the 10 of Wands, which is sort of like it can mean the end of a tough cycle. So it could be that this person is perceiving you, or perceiving the situation as well as was wanting it to be the end of a tough cycle, if you've been in a tough cycle, and for it to rise up. Or it could be that they are feeling blocked, that they're feeling that you're blocking, that somehow you are not willing to look up from all of these challenges. Maybe they're thinking that you believe there's too many challenges to this situation now for it to move forward, and that's why you're so independent here. But you're not willing to look up and see that 10s cancel down to 1s, which is new beginnings. Now, like I said, you could have every reason to feel like that. I'm not in any way saying you shouldn't feel like that, but this is their perception of you, that you are quite blocked to the connection, that you are protecting yourself, you are a wish fulfillment for them. Maybe because this is a bit of tension here. This is a bit of tension. So maybe with the lavender here, they're wanting they're wanting peace in the situation, or some calm in the situation. But I feel like for them, their perception is that you maybe are quite stuck in your, maybe you're quite stuck in, they think you're quite stuck in your mindset with the Queen of Swords here. There's not much flexibility to you, or circumstances are such that you don't feel that there could be flexibility, and that you want to remain independent from them. Something like that. But I think they would love, with the 9 of Cups here, I think they see you as their wish fulfillment. But I think if there's blocks in the situation, their perception is that you are creating the blocks. Whether you are or not, I don't know, but this is their perception of the situation. Obviously the 9 of Cups, Pisces, Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. 2 and 3 of Wands is Aries energy, and 10 of Wands is Sagittarius. Let's see if we've got any messages here. I mean, the Queen of Swords, she does, often she's perceived sometimes quite negatively, but the thing is, she has definitely got a softness to her, but life, and I feel like the mature woman has kind of like given her experiences which has meant that she has had to protect her heart. So she might have been somebody that's been very hurt in the past. So maybe they're perceiving you as somebody who's very hurt in the past, and that hurt is something that's quite hard for you to kind of get over, really. Because it can be difficult, can't it? If you've been through very difficult experiences, it's difficult to trust after that, isn't it? So maybe they feel that they would like you to be, maybe their perception is that they would like you to be softer, possibly. Again, this is not me saying that you should be softer, it's just what I'm seeing as their perception. The Sword and the Rose, and that is exactly that, for me. This is how they see you. They see you as somebody who's very soft with the rose, but has a sharpness to them, an edge to them, probably because of experiences and possibly experiences with this person. So clarity, truth is the sword, revelation, solidarity, force, honour, protection, power. So you've got both those qualities. You can be very caring and soft and wise and give good counsel and be reliable and for others, but you are protective maybe of your own heart because you have, you know, had a lot of hurt in your life possibly. So that means that there are certain barriers to getting, maybe this person believes or perceives that there's certain barriers to getting near you or getting close to you. Let's see what else we've got here. What is pile number 2's perception? Pile number 2's person. Camera. Reminiscing. Keepsake. Perception. Learn from the past. Make memories. Maybe they've got a lot of memories of you. They are maybe having a lot of regrets. They are thinking about you, and it could go with this Judgment card where they want a renewal with you if you've come in separation with them. What is this person's perception of you? Of pile number 2 rather. Sunglasses. Watching, looking. So I feel like this person probably is looking at you. Hopefully they're not gaslighting, or hopefully there hasn't been any gaslighting or stalking, because that's definitely a no-no in any situation. But certainly the watching and looking, they could still be very curious at you. And addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. So maybe there's been some difficulties. Maybe it was a tough cycle with this connection. Maybe there were some problems, and you have every right to maybe want to protect your heart from this person. But I think this person is perceiving you, for whatever reason, as somebody who's putting the blocks on the connection, and they would like to have the situation rise up because you are still a wish fulfillment for them. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing, aren't we, what is their perception of you? How do they see you? This person on your mind, the person of romantic interest. And you have chosen to come into the reading under this card, which is card number 2, and it says main female. Okay, and the carnelian cube here. So, I mean, straight away, this person sees you as the main person, because this is about being the main person in a relationship to the, you know, to the other person. So they see you as the somebody, you know, the person that they're thinking about, the person that they're feeling about. She's holding this kind of red rose, so it's a sort of symbol of passionate love, of you know, caring love. Red rose is a symbol, aren't they? You know, the obvious symbol of romance. So I feel like they're seeing you as that person, somebody who is very attractive here. This woman is very attractive. She's very well presented, so somebody who looks good, somebody who but there's a heart connection with the red rose here. There's a strong heart connection here. So I feel like this person, as with the pearl here as well, maybe seeing you as somebody precious. This woman is wearing pearls. Yeah, so they're definitely seeing you as that main person, just from that one card. But let's see what else we've got. I just want to say thank you ever so much. I hope you're all doing great, by the way. And thank you ever so much for all your likes, subscribes and comments. Really appreciate that. And just to remind you that it is a general reading, so just go with whatever feels right, and if it doesn't feel right, it might be for somebody else, a message for somebody else, or it might just be that you need to listen to another pile or another reading. But anyway, let's ask, how does pile number 3's person perceive pile number 3? How are they perceiving pile number 3, please? I feel like that one wants to come out. Let's go for that one. Let's see what we've got. So we have got priest. Light attributes, facilitate spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. The shadow attributes are violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. I feel like this person sees you with the priest card as somebody who is caring, because, I mean, priests are, you know, supposed to be, you know, caring individuals, aren't they? You know, they care about their flock. You might be a bit of a spiritual leader as well, or somebody who's very spiritual, has a strong spiritual practice, somebody who's very connected to spirit in some way. Yeah, somebody who is a leader in some way, maybe a spiritual leader or spiritually connected. Somebody who's a bit of a confidant and a counsellor maybe as well for other people. So somebody who's caring and kind. But let's see what else we've got. So how does pile number 3's person perceive pile number 3? That one wants to come out. Let's see what that one is. Lemon. So we have got access innovative thinking. So somebody who's creative, somebody who's got a good mind, somebody who's got a very sharp mind with this lemon here. There could be some bitterness in the situation, maybe. 23 cancels down to 5. 5 is about challenges, disruption, upheaval, taking risks, changes, that kind of thing. So it might be that in this situation there are some challenges for this person, or maybe they're seeing the situation or you as challenging at the moment, possibly. But you've got a very clear and sharp mind. You're very, funnily enough, all the piles that's come out actually. Yeah, very, very, you know, a deep thinker maybe. Maybe that with the lemons here, they're wanting to detox something. Maybe there's a bit of detoxing, because it reminds me of detoxing lemons, because it's got that very clear, sharp, you know, hasn't it, that very kind of clear sharpness to it. You know, it's a lot of cleansing and clearing and detoxing maybe. Something like that. But anyway, let's see what else we've got. Lemon is reminding me also of the solar plexus, which is all about confidence in the world. I feel like they're seeing you as very confident, with you being the main female as well. You're somebody who's very confident. You know, has a lot of self-assurance or self-confidence. Let's have a look. How else are they seeing? How do they perceive? How does pile number 3's person perceive pile number 3, please? How are they perceiving pile number 3? Let's have a look. Now this one came up in pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to pile number 1, you might want to listen to this. This is pile number 1. So yeah, there's something pure about you. With the lemon as well, there's something clean and clear and pure about you. Something, I mean, with the swan here, this woman has got like a swan dress on, hasn't she? I feel like they are seeing you as having a soulful connection with you. Then to the moon and back is like that phrase, I love you to the moon and back. There's something, you are that main person for them, because you've got these 2 little birds here. So I feel like they're seeing this as a soulful connection. But it might be with this woman, it might be, I don't know, for somebody it might be in suspension, or it might be, this person, you know, they might be seeing you as somebody who's out of reach or something at the moment, possibly. Because this woman is elevated, isn't she, on this swing. Okay, so let's see what else we've got. How is pile number 3's person seeing pile number 3? You're definitely the main one for them. They see you as their soul connection. They're their main person. So we've got the 4. How are they seeing? How are they perceiving pile number? We have the 6 of Pentacles. How are they perceiving pile number 3, please? We have the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, and then we have the 2 of Swords. Yeah, so it might be that the situation is a little bit stuck, or they're perceiving you as it could be that the situation is in separation with the 2 of Swords here. The 2 of Swords is like a stuck energy. So they may be thinking that the situation is stuck. The 4 is about a new beginning. I think they're feeling, their perception of you is maybe I mean, maybe it was in separation, maybe their perception of you is that you want a new beginning, is that you want a new start, that you want energy to be shared better, to be reciprocated better here with the Six of Pentacles, that you want there to be reconciliation possibly between the two of you if you're in separation. The Knight of Swords is about coming together quickly, boldly. But it could be as well that they also, I mean, that's one way of reading it, to end this sort of stuckness. But the other thing is that they could also be perceiving that you are somehow keeping the situation stuck. Maybe that you are withholding with the Emperor here, because the Emperor card is about somebody who is not very emotionally attached, really. So somebody who's kind of withdrawn their emotions. So it could be that they're perceiving you, as well as the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is about, it is about bold action, but it can sometimes be a little bit of a sort of sharp card, actually. So it could be that they're perceiving you as somebody who's withholding their emotions, maybe a little bit bitter, for some of you, depending on what has happened in this situation. And they want there to be more reciprocated energy between you. They want a new beginning, but maybe they're thinking that you are got some barriers to that. Something like that. I mean, the Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity as well. So it could be that they're also seeing you as somebody who's very generous, very giving, somebody who's likes adventure, likes new things. But there's some sort of block here. I feel like they're perceiving that there's some kind of block to you and them maybe coming together. There's some sort of stuckness, something like that, or an unwillingness to see something. Yeah, but let's see what else we've got here. Let's see if we've got a message card. The Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Knight of Swords could be any of the air signs of Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. The Emperor is Aries, and Two of Swords is Libra energy. They're seeing you as somebody that they really, you are that main person to them, but what I'm seeing here is blocks. They're perceiving the situation either as blocked or as you blocking the situation. Maybe there's some bitterness in the situation. Maybe they're thinking that you have some bitterness towards them. Maybe there's been, you know, maybe there's some stuckness in the situation. Something like that. Okay, so let's have a look here. And there might be just that they're seeing you as somebody who's very, very, very intelligent. Because with the Emperor and the innovative thinking, that is somebody who's, and Emperors are great at strategizing, at planning. You might be somebody who's in charge. You might be somebody who is, yeah, just in charge of what they do. Somebody who's got a really, 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 really strong mind with the Knight of Swords as well. So they might be seeing you as somebody who's very, very, very intellectual. What have we got here for pile number 3 and their person? What is their perception? Mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. You might be in a bit of mirroring or triggering in this situation. See what we're going on, what's going on here. Got this one, which is stabbed in the back. Okay. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. So somebody might feel stabbed in the back. There might have been something gone on in this situation. That might be why we've got the lemons here, the kind of bitterness. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Yeah, so it might be that they're seeing you as the main person, but something's happened in this situation to cause it to be stuck. Maybe there was some triggering, maybe there was some disloyalty, something like that. And this person wants to, wants to show you or tell you how they're actually feeling. But I think what I was saying before, you know, you might be a bit distant from them, a little bit detached in some way because you're not actually together. So with the Knight of Swords, they might be wanting to rush back into the situation. They might wanting to be strategizing about how to do that. Let's see how they're perceiving. How is pile number 3's person perceiving? But they feel like you're blocking it, maybe. You could be blocking it. How is pile number 3's person perceiving pile number 3? How are they perceiving pile number 3? 10 of Wands. These two came out in the last, just in the last reading. Was it the last reading? Pile number 2, yeah. How are they perceiving pile number 3? Lovers. Pile number 3. 3 of Swords and the King of Cups. So I feel like this might be a three-way situation for some of you, where there's been a choice, but they now see that you are that main person. Because the Lovers card can traditionally mean a choice, really. But I think it also goes with you being the main female. Like the Lovers is a sort of soulmate type energy. So it makes me feel like this person definitely sees you as a very significant relationship. It's the relationship for them. The 9 of Cups is like a wish fulfillment. So they're perceiving you as somebody who will be like a wish fulfillment for them. They're seeing you as somebody who is their partner, if you like. But there is heartbreak here. Maybe they're seeing you as somebody who is holding on to heartbreak, holding on to loss. And again, you might have every reason to that, especially if some disloyalty has happened here. They might be seeing you as somebody who's sort of like healing and cleansing at the moment as well, with the Lemon card here. Somebody who needs to heal and cleanse, something like that. But the 3 of Swords is somebody who's heartbroken. So I think they're perceiving you as somebody who's had their heart broken, who is, feels very upset. Somebody who feels weighed down, maybe by what's gone on before. But it could be, with a 10 of Wands, that can often represent the end of a cycle, because end of a tough cycle, because 10's cancelled down to 1. So I feel like this person is thinking, we've gone for a tough cycle, I want that to be ended, because at the top of it we've got the Fool, which is a new beginning. So I want this tough cycle to end between us and for us to have a new beginning. It's my wish for that to happen. If I was rash and silly and I made a silly move for somebody else, I'm now regretting that, because I see you as the main person for me. But you might be detached from me because you are so hurt maybe by what's gone on before, because the Emperor is a detached energy and the 3 of Swords is loss and separation. But the overarching energy is the King of Cups, which is deep feelings. You know, this person has now got, they maybe didn't have before, but now feels they've got deep feelings. Kings are wise energy, so deep, mature, wise wisdom now to them. Maybe they've learnt something in the process of this connection somehow, and they've realised their depth of their feelings towards you. That is the overarching energy. But but also their perception is of you as well could be that you are very caring and loving, because the King of Cups is a caring, loving energy. So overall, you are a caring, loving person, kind and considerate. But it just might be that they are feeling that you are cut off from them because of, or you're cutting yourself off from them because of maybe what has gone on before. But they 100% see you as that main person for them. That is not in question for them. Now, 10 of Wands is Sagittarius, 9 of Cups is Pisces, Lovers is Gemini, 3 of Swords is Libran, and King of Cups could be any of the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. But let's get some more of these. So what have we got here? What is pile number 3's person's perception of pile number 3? What's their perception? Snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So maybe there has been some snaky behaviour. Maybe this person perceives you as being the person that has caused the heartache or the loss. Somebody that maybe you have made the choice. Cause a situation to become stuck in some way. Something like that. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. I'm just saying this could be their perception. What else have we got? I'm not going to take that. I just want to do the shuffling first properly. What is pile number 3's person's perception of pile number 3? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So maybe, you know, they are wanting... I feel like this person definitely wants another chance, maybe. If you are in separation. Photograph. Looking at your photos. Missing you. Nostalgia. Make new memories. Wedding rings. Oh my goodness. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. So take those how they resonate. But I feel like if there's been some baggage in this situation, or some difficult behaviour, or some difficult experiences, and I think there probably has, I think this person with the priest card maybe wants some healing. Obviously that might be easier said than done. Maybe some cleansing, some detoxing, to get back to you and them, really, to move it out of stuckness and into a new beginning. But anyway, pile number 3, that's been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. But otherwise, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.